Look out. Johnny Boy officially has Twitter beef with Barstool Brandon Walker over his awful and illogical Notre Dame takes edition of the Always Irish Show. As always, thank you for being here. You can find the program on YouTube. Do it, subscribe if you haven't yet. Appreciate it very much. Give the video a thumbs up. That helps Johnny out as well. Notifications on that way you're alerted every time a new episode drops. I know you don't want to miss it. Twitter, if you want to see all the action. Search bar Always Irish Rat, Always Irish Shake. Emails alwaysirishnd@gmail.com. Audio only, anywhere you want it, you can get it if you don't want to see my face. I understand that. Call-in lines, 312-988-15. Dial it up. Tell Johnny all you've heard and seen in the world of college football. Instagram, Facebook, Always Irish Shake. Read all about it. USA Today, Fighting Irish Wire. Maybe Brandon here could get in USA Today on a website. Maybe I'll do a write-up. We'll see how it goes. Patreon.com/Always Irish. Former captain, leading tackler for your Fighting Irish, Mike Goolsby, and myself behind a paywall. It's a beautiful thing. We have fun over there. Thanks to everybody that's been there already. All right. Never a dull moment. It's never a dull moment. I can't get enough of this stuff. As you all know, the national lamestream media has been losing their minds over the new playoff format. Is it harder for Notre Dame? Is it easier for Notre Dame? Should Notre Dame be in it, not being a full-time conference member? All the common stuff. It's that time of the year. There's not a lot of action going on. People are digging for content. Go back to the old make fun of Notre Dame routine. Never fails, right? It's good for your clicks. So all of that's going on. And this debate, is Notre Dame getting a good deal or a bad deal with the no-buy situation, all that. Barstool Brandon did a segment pretty much saying Notre Dame's irrelevant. And if they weren't involved in the playoff, it wouldn't matter. Nobody would care. It wouldn't register. All the typical national anti-Notre Dame slant. And because it's in the Barstool network, this got a ton of run on Twitter and on YouTube. Here's the deal. This is a perfectly fair position to have if you feel that way about the Irish. I may disagree, but if that is your real, genuine position, I respect that. You can have that position. It's a free world. I have no issue with that. But here's what I do have an issue with. Here's what I'm not going to let fly. The issue is B-Dog here has posted multiple videos in the past saying there's only one team that if they disappeared from college football, it would hurt the sport. Guess which team it was? You guessed it, Notre Dame. So, Brandon here finds himself in a tough spot. These are 100% conflicting positions to have. Both of them not edited, not doctored. The videos are right there on Twitter for you. He's got himself backed into a corner, folks. It makes no logical sense. You cannot hold both of these opinions at the same time. Opinions Brandon felt strongly enough to do videos with segments just about them. I got a real problem with this. I never have a problem with anybody who has an opinion and logic behind it. But if you're not consistent, if you contradict yourself, then I got an issue and I'm not going to let it go. So what do I do when I see this logical inconsistency? Naturally, I go on Twitter and I let Brandon know he's click cultivating and he has no credibility due to his total and complete 100% lack of consistency on this issue. I threw that out in the Twitter ether, and I was eager to see how Brandon was going to respond to my criticism of him. in which I included the video of him saying the exact opposite thing about Notre Dame that he said yesterday. Let's see how big, fancy Barstool Brandon here and all that brand power. Let's see how he responded to your boy Always Irish. I can't wait to see what kind of intellect this brilliant Brandon football genius has. Let's see what he came back with. I hope it's some good intellectual stuff we could debate. So let's bring up my Twitter. And I say, Brandon flip-flops more than your sandals walking on a beach. Anything to get clicks day to day. No logical consistency whatsoever. And the video underneath it is me including the video of him saying there's only one team if they disappear at college football, Notre Dame. At this point, Brandon is totally exposed for being 100% hypocritical and illogical. What is his response to my allegation? Shut the F up. That's it. That's it. That's all I get. Shut the F up. Then I say, so you have no actual intelligent response because you know I'm right and the video evidence shows it. And the last I checked, he hasn't responded to me yet. So 2 different times in this little back and forth, all I got out of him was shut the F up. And it's all documented. It's all logged. It's all right there. You got nothing, Brandon. You literally have nothing, dude. You have nothing. Shut the F up is a response a random Twitter user gives with Twitter user 745B76. Not you having a college football show and a radio show and a big platform on Barstool and all that. You have no comeback at all. That's a very, very weak look. It's a very weak look. I expected a little more of a retort from a Barstool college football expert. He knows he's totally exposed and busted because the videos are the videos. And when you do one saying one thing and then you're sitting in the same chair and you do another one saying the opposite, you're exposed. I don't care what angle you take. It's got to be logically consistent or you lose all credibility like Brandon has. So, Brandon, go ahead, keep click cultivating, making things up day to day. You know, ring your stupid cowbell for Mississippi State. Do some swamp fishing. Keep doing your thing, man. It works for you. You're going to get a bunch of clicks, but don't think people aren't going to notice when you're this big of a hypocrite, 100% black and white, no middle ground. Keep doing your thing, but expect to be called out when you're that logically flawed and inconsistent. The irony is, this guy's on here saying Notre Dame doesn't matter and all this, and they're irrelevant and all that, even though he contradicted himself. He's saying all that. And his favorite team has no Heismans, no national titles. The school doesn't matter. They've never mattered. They're never gonna matter, just like your philosophically inconsistent, lazy takes. Seriously, Notre Dame's known for Newt Rockne, the Gipper, the Four Horsemen, Frank Leahy winning a World War, and then a bunch of titles in a row. 7 Heismans, more All-Americans than you can count. Brandon's favorite team is known for a cowbell. A cowbell. That's all anybody knows or associates with Mississippi State is a cowbell. Not winning. Not this tradition and history of being a big part of what made college football grow. No. Brandon follows a team who's only known for ringing an annoying cowbell and nothing else. So you just keep on ringing that bell, Brandon. Keep on ringing it, buddy. Do your thing, man. Keep doing your thing. But just know, You're going to get the clicks. You're going to get paid off it and all that. That's fine. You're going to get your run. But just know you're not going to be allowed to do this when there are receipts out there and think you're not going to get called out in broad daylight. You're caught in 4K. The evidence shows it. Pick a path. Pick a path, Brandon. Which is it? Which is it? You have some explaining to do. You either agree with the one saying how important Notre Dame is, or you agree with the recent one. You don't get to do both, buddy. So I got to say, I got a kick out of this. But I'm genuinely disappointed because I wanted to get into a back and forth with him about this. But in his small Brandon Southern mind, all he could come up with is shut the F up. He can't even debate it. Oh, it's so lazy, man. For having such a big platform, I expect a little more professionalism and consistency and thought. And we just didn't get it here. So sorry, Brandon, but you set yourself up for this one, buddy.